Okay, so we move on to the next speaker, Edward Isel-Muiden from Kitepower. Give me some time to...
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Eduard IJsselmuiden, a real good Dutch name. I want to welcome you all once more. And for me personally, maybe I'll take the microphone a bit higher. I think this AWE conference has been a great success because I've been talking to a lot of you personally. So yeah, it was really nice. I also want to thank Nicole for explaining the market so well. So I can actually skip that. So that will save you some time in the schedule. I have the honor to present you a lot of photos on our how we test in Ireland. We have recently started testing in Ireland last year. Around this time, we started off with this project. We were already ready to move our system there. There were still quite some troubles in how to arrange the groundwork. The costs were a bit too high, so we were still negotiating that. In the end, we reached the conclusion, and we were ready to move our system in September last year. The transportation took about 1 week, and then we also took about 1 week to set up our system there. After that, was ready to fly. So that's really showing again the mobility of airborne wind energy systems. So yeah, what I explained yesterday, we're building this new class of renewables, but today I will focus on the test side. So we'll skip the slides that I've shown yesterday. The construction sites are our main focus area. Next to that, we have also island communities and agriculture, which are still very interesting for our first product. If there's any questions on our product later on, I'll come back to this slide. So we started off in 2023. We had 300 successful flights up to date. There are nice things and difficult things about this site. We have been working on peat, and peat is not as solid as you can imagine. It's really like it's really bouncy, and sometimes there are sort of sinkholes. So when you walk there, you can even end up until your waist in the water. So we use wading pants to operate there. So the facilities are really nice. We have a good office area. We have a big hangar to do our repairs, and so this is a close-up of the office, and you already see a glimpse of our kite in the hangar. What is really nice that we can do all our kite work inside as we were used to do in our office and workplace in Delft, where we have a similar area. So how we started up our operation is we were actually flying our operations team from the Netherlands to Ireland, and we set up a shift of 3 weeks. So 2 or even 3 people would travel to Ireland, which is also quite a commute, because once you arrive in Ireland, you still have to drive for 4 hours to the west until you reach the testing site. But we kept that up for a couple of months, and then we were able to hire a local personnel there. This is one of them, and we trained the guys relatively quick. So we're also really happy that we have demonstrated that our training works, which we can also later on use for our clients. This is showing part of the challenging conditions. Our Hawk product will not be fully autonomous, so once it's flying, it will be fully autonomous. So you can do the remote monitoring for, let's say, a flight of 10 hours, but the setup and recollection or the collecting it after landing is still manual work. And for that, we we bought a off-road vehicle, which actually is also able to do amphibic. Yeah, it can also it will float in the water even. So it is really a good vehicle for that. Not always fun, as you see on the faces, but I really must say that we appreciate the hard work that our personnel in Ireland is putting into testing our system. We're getting a flight every other day, so that's pretty well. Yeah, this is how we set up the kite. There's on the wind, there's a lot of wind in Ireland, which is nice. Sometimes it's even above our flight envelope, so we can still work on that to maybe yeah, increase even the flight envelope further. But for now, our flight envelope is settled until 20 meters per second. Also starting from 45 meters per second. So that's reasonably good envelope already. We are actually starting this quarter to measure how many flyable days we have on that test site, and I think we go above 50% as well on the wind conditions. So here you see this beautiful picture. I think this would have been a good candidate for the front page as well. But I must congratulate Sky Stills with the winning photo. And yeah, this is remains a fantastic view of the kite. It's not always sunny there, but some people were very lucky there with their shifts of 3 weeks with sun, and then other people were really having bad luck with 3 weeks of rain. Maybe you could open the video for me. So this is one of the first video footage that I'm showing to you, especially to you. We didn't show it a lot yet, but yeah, I would like to present it to you here. You see that we have a gravel patch also for our ground station. This is the launch of the system, fully automatic, just the push of the button. Yeah, originally we said we wanted to have launch pads built and also with maybe gravel and stuff like that. But as it turns out, we can also do without. So that's actually a good feature for us. So we're testing in a more rugged environment. This video will take up to 5 minutes, so I can continue talking, but maybe I can also start answering questions already, if that's
Sure.
maybe let's start with questions then.
Maybe we can give you a clap first.
Yeah.
When you have your presentation. We have plenty of time, so yes, feel free to ask anything.
That's a good question. I think it's out of focus beam. It can also be the reflection of the sun. So actually we're still working on a professional film crew still, but this is the first preliminary footage, as I said.
What are the wind conditions there at the video?
I'm not sure. No, I actually don't know.
You know the date maybe I can check.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any restrictions on flight altitude or how you can operate the system at the site?
That's a good question. We did apply for a cross-border application, so we have our drone permit in the Netherlands. We applied in Ireland, and they were actually quite fast in replying. So within the delays that we already had with the groundworks and stuff, we managed to get our permit there. After that, the Irish authorities, they proposed to us, well, maybe you can also close off the airspace. I said, okay, it's not needed, we don't do it in Ireland, or in the Netherlands, but if you would prefer that, then we can apply for that. And we did apply for that, and we have now a dome of 1 kilometer radius. So that's pretty broad for our system. We currently fly with a ground radius of safety radius of 450 meters and altitude of up to 300 meters.
Is there any active peatland restoration planned on the site? It looks like it's been scarred previously for industrial purposes.
Yeah, it's. I'm not really sure, but the peat indeed has been used for fuel and stuff like that. Maybe anybody else knows that.
Well, is it 2 meters a second you had on the stats for the next system? Is that going to be 2 meters a second?
Sorry for.
I think the cut-in you mentioned in the statistics for the next guy, how low is that? Cut-in
Yeah, that can be. So the Falcon product will be grid connected and also 24/7. So because we still have to actually decide on the launch and land system. But if we launch the same way as we do now, then we can use the tether to generate the speed. So we can indeed launch at 0 meters per second already. We did it already, as long as there's enough wind in the air. Although we can also do the step towing so that we can keep the kite in the air for short durations if it's worthwhile to keep it in the air with the energy prices, because then we need to put in a bit of energy.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for
Okay, you're welcome.
the talk.